Hi, this is Drew with the Daniels Ag Services with your morning report. Markets all finished up higher yesterday, and they've been mixed so far this morning. Got corn lower on the morning while beans and wheat are higher. Monday will bring us the latest June 1st stocks and planted acreage reports. So as promised, we're going to go over some figures here today. Get out our whiteboard as usual. So first here we're going to go over the June 1 stock expectations. Corn's expected to come in at 3.723 billion bushels, and we're looking at June 1st, 2003 for our comparison, because if we go back and look at the March 1st stocks, the numbers are going to be inflated and won't really compare to this number, so I think it's best to compare to the previous year. So that's why we're looking at last year's number for this time. You can see last year was 2.766. So we've almost got a billion more bushels, or expected to have a billion more bushels on hand than we did last year. Obviously, that's why corn prices are lower than they were this time last year. Beans are expected to come in at 382 million bushels versus 435 million bushels last year. And then wheat is expected to come in at 597 million bushels, and that's versus 718 million bushels last year. So as far as stocks go, the U.S. expected to be a little lower than we were last year on beans and wheat, and higher than we were last year on corn. As far as planted acres goes, corn planted acres are a slight step up from where we were in March 2014, what the estimates were in March this year. Reason we're going over March is that's much more relevant than where we were last year, as opposed to the stocks. So planted acres are expected to come in at 91.709 million acres. Again, that's up slightly from where we were in March. Bean planted acres are expected to come in at 82.213 million acres, and that's up from 81.493. So almost 800,000 more acres than we were expecting in March. And then all wheat planted acres are expected to come in at 55.777 million acres, and that's a slight reduction from where we were in March. So again, those are the average trade estimates. We'll know for sure 11 a.m. on Monday what the data says, and we'll also see how the market reacts to that. Also, Monday is first notice day for July contracts, so could see a little liquidation pressure in the market today. We'll have to see how that pans out. Most people have probably already rolled their contracts into September for corn, and a lot of traders are probably likely skipping August and going over to November for the soybean market. So have to see how that plays out moving forward. But if you are long, you want to get out of the market today unless you want to be subject to delivery. So that's all we've got for today and for the week. Thanks for watching. We'll see you on Monday.
This material is conveyed as a solicitation for entering into a derivatives transaction. This material has been prepared by Daniels Ag Services broker who provides research, market commentary, and trade recommendations as part of his or her solicitation for accounts and solicitation for trades. Daniels Ag Services, its principals, brokers, and employees may trade in derivatives for their own accounts or for the accounts of others. Due to various factors such as risk tolerance, margin requirements, trading objectives, short-term versus long-term strategies, technical versus fundamental market analysis, and other factors, such trading may result in the initiation or liquidation of positions that are different from or contrary to the opinions and recommendations contained therein. Past performance is not necessarily indicative of future performance. The risk of loss in trading futures contracts or commodity options can be substantial, and therefore investors should understand the risks involved in taking leveraged positions and must assume responsibility for the risks associated with such investments and for their results. You should carefully consider whether such trading is suitable for you in light of your circumstances and financial resources. You should read the risk disclosure accessed at www.danielsagservices.com. Daniels Ag Services is not affiliated with, nor does it endorse any trading system, newsletter, or similar service. Daniels Ag Services does not guarantee or verify any performance claims made by such systems or services.